Hello, hello, you amazing people out there, and thank you so much for watching my little video here. Yeah, today I want to talk about a pretty complex and difficult to grasp topic, but I feel so passionate about it, and I feel it's so important to put that message out there in order to help you to make better choices when it comes to relationships, in order to empower you and make you aware of how important it is to express your needs and wants and likes and dislikes and really show up authentically as who you are. The title says the most dangerous person to be in a relationship with. I'll have to explain dangerous in this case because dangerous for me, a dangerous person for me is someone who sets you up for failure. Someone who makes you look as a bad person. Someone subconsciously or consciously puts you in a position of extreme powerlessness that will sometimes come out as rage and anger or even violence. So, the most dangerous person you can be in a relationship with is a person who constantly claims, or in reality is, sacrificing themselves for you. Yes. These people who abandon themselves completely in order to cater to your needs, in order to accommodate you and make you feel good all the time and please you all the time. Those, for me, are the most dangerous people. Why? Because they are not superhumans who have no needs that want to be met. They have needs as well. They just didn't learn how to communicate them in a way that is clear and very easy to understand for the other. They learned that their needs are not worth being expressed, and so they developed tools of manipulation and abuse in order to have their needs met. And it makes it very difficult for an outsider or even someone who is involved in that dynamic to spot it, because so many of us believe that love is sacrifice. Yeah, love is giving up hobbies, important parts of yourself, parts that you identify with, time, energy, what so on. A lot of people, including me, up until recently, believe that this is what love is. Yeah, transactional. I do something for you and you will do something for me. Yeah, there's something about it. There's some people who say, okay, I will do this for you, so you do this for me, or the other way around, but I keep closely track of what I'm doing for you and what you are doing for me. And this is not what love is. This is absolutely not what love is. And so the person who's constantly sacrificing her or himself for you will one day get back to you with a huge bill. Yeah, this is everything I've done for you and now you gotta pay. And what is so extremely fascinating to me is that this other person who was receiving all the gifts from the sacrificer was not really aware that it was the other person kept track of it, and that she or he will have to pay one day, and the currency we don't even know, but you will have to pay one day, and most of the time it's very uncomfortable and it's very painful, and it is not something that you expected from the get-go. So let me explain a little better. There's some women out there, or there's probably even guys, and it doesn't matter which gender. There's one part of the relationship, like one partner, who wants subconsciously get their needs met through sickness, illness. Yeah, in order to get rest, get attention, they learned that if I'm sick, I get to rest, I get attention. People care about me and nurture me and nurse me. Do they do this consciously? No. I want to say that most of the time it doesn't happen consciously, it happens unconsciously. And it is very clear to me that a person who is mentally, emotionally, constantly neglecting themselves is also neglecting their physical, not appearance, but health, and this will result in sickness. And the secondary gain from this sickness, illness, is attention and finally getting their needs met. We also have people who don't jump into sickness and illness, but into victimhood. So if you observe closely the people who always sacrifice, overdo, overplease for others, the people who live around them are perceived as being the takers, the narcissists, the bad guys, and very selfish people. Because they know what they want, they know what they need, and they go for what they want and need, because from childhood on, or from youth, or they learned that if I meet my own needs, if I express what I need, then I accomplish, then I reach my goals, then I'm a healthy person. So in order to have their needs met, the sacrificer, I will name that other person, will get the attention that a victim receives. Yeah, like people from outside who observe that dynamic and see the bad guy and the good guy will attract protectors. Yeah, they will be perceived as the victim, and people from outside who also want to be perceived as the good person or are very protective personalities will jump in and protect them from that evil narcissist and taker on the other side. And that way they will have their needs met. They get the attention, they get the protection, they will make connections through that position that they are putting themselves in. And for some weird reason, out of a sudden, while I'm talking about it, it makes it so crystal clear for me why so many people who don't have clear boundaries, who constantly sacrifice themselves for others, have such a hard time to be in a healthy, balanced relationship where communication flows, or have a hard time at all to find a partner, because we're all animals, as I love to say, and most of us can sense, smell when someone is playing that game. And the hardest part is that this happens subconsciously. It doesn't happen on a conscious, in a conscious way. So most of the time, the people who learned that love is sacrifice, who learn to suppress their needs, are not even aware of that, and then wonder why they don't find a good partner or why they're still single. And I think that's my main reason to put this message out there today, because we are all, or like most of us, are so scared to show up as who we really are, especially at the beginning of a relationship. And some of us are so terrified of expressing our needs for space, or for attention, or for whatever it is. And it is so critical, because you want to be in balance, you want to be healthy, and you want to spend your life and share your life with someone else. But if they don't know who they are, then they will either mold you into who they want you to be, or they will constantly make you feel bad about yourself because they don't grasp and understand who you are. So yeah, do favors for others, listen closely to your partner, be very present for your partner, really give it your all to understand who your partner is, but don't give up who you are in thinking that this is love and this is what you are asked to do. You have to really know who you are, show up as yourself, and do everything to make it extremely clear of who you are to your partner or to your friends or to whatever you want to be in relationship with. Yeah, this is extremely important, because you might end up becoming that person who is extremely resentful and bitter and in victimhood and manipulating and abusing others because you abandon yourself. And I don't want you to be in that position. I want you to be in a powerful position where you're proud of yourself, where you're proud of where you're standing at, and where you can shine and glow and attract people who want to lift you up and encourage you, and not trample all over you without even knowing it. Yeah? So I hope I could make sense out of my big video today. As you can see, I'm very excited to talk about it. And yeah, keep shining, be brave, go out there and show who you are. I love you lots, and I will send out a video about a different topic very soon. Bye bye.